So we have the pleasure of having the boba queen herself here in person tonight. And she's going to be talking about her new album. You already saw the music video. And there's going to be some special performances. So without further ado, please give your loudest scream for Amber Liu.
I think my hairstyle is gonna kill me.
Yeah, you literally did that just now, and I see Yuki in the back like,
Hi everybody, thank you for having me.
It's been a while since I've seen you, huh?
Yeah.
Because you've been so busy.
You've been so busy.
It'd be like that sometimes.
It do be like that sometimes.
Yeah. But, you know, within all that busyness, you somehow found time to record an entire album.
Yeah, it's I don't know, like I think life is very, very unpredictable, and sometimes you're just going from city to city and you have like a shoot here and then you fly with no sleep and then to another city and you're shooting more stuff and then you're in the studio. So I think with this album, everything kind of came together. There was a little bit of crunch time, but it came together naturally and I'm really proud of it.
Yeah, my life does not be like that, so I don't know about that. But could you tell us a little bit about Z? I know it's a trilogy. It's the end of your trilogy.
Yes.
And can you tell us how it connects to X and Y?
So Z is the end of my trilogy. However, it's like also a new beginning for, I guess, Amber Liu, if that makes sense. It was never intended to be part of a trilogy, or there was no trilogy actually ever planned. It just kind of naturally happened as I, just was, doing my thing. And then X started off this whole trilogy thing, and it was just me becoming an independent artist and like just going with, oh, I have to do this now. Oh, there's budgeting and there's production, and it's me learning a lot of new things, not only about like what's outside, but also about myself as well. So I think Z is like, I'm not afraid to be who I am. I think there was always a sense of like, I'm scared. I'm also like I was dealing with a lot of insecurities, but I think Z is like, I want to take a breath of fresh air and just be all like, I want to be who I am. I'm going to keep trying to be better. I'm going to keep making music, and I hope that everybody enjoys it.
Well, everybody here enjoys your music. So, you mentioned a little bit about being an independent artist, but could you tell me a little bit more about that? Because I know there's ups and there's downs, and there's ups and there's a lot of downs. But can you share some stories of your journey so far?
I think in the environment that I was in before, like everything was done for me. So I just had to go and execute whatever was planned. And now it's like I have to come up with ideas. I have to ask my team, like, what can I do with this, this, and this? And it's, like shooting a music video is not cheap, you guys.
It is not cheap.
Not cheap.
No.
And it's, just dealing with, especially with the pandemic going on. It was unfortunate because I just finished my tour for X at that time, and then the pandemic hit. But it's also just navigating around, there's like, there's the steps to making a song. Like, okay, you have to do the songwriting, which I'm very used to, but then you got to mix and you have to listen to every single mix. Like, there's like probably like 14 mixes of one song. I think there was one song on my last album, Y, that was 20 mixes, because we had to keep changing things. But it's definitely a group effort. I'm very lucky to be surrounded by everybody supporting me now, and I just hope to just keep making cool stuff for everybody and hoping everybody can vibe.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah, teamwork makes the dream work.
Makes the dream work, and the bank account also.
Yeah, and the bank account as well.
Yeah. So,
pay your taxes.
So, talking about music videos, the music video that we just saw, Easier, let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I don't know if, like, for the people who've been following me for a while, there were a couple Easter eggs that we put in. So when the music video actually releases, have fun finding all of them. We put a lot in. So, working with Jackson, it was really fun because I haven't seen him in, like, years. And it's like this, like, I think a couple years ago, maybe like 3 years ago, I wouldn't have imagined having collaboration with him because it wasn't the time. But now, not only Jackson, but Gia from Miss A as well, and a lot of my other friends, like we're just like happy to just be around each other and make music and perform together. So, yeah, it's fun.
It's always better to work with friends.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's always better to work with friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, friends out there too.
A lot of friends out there.
Love you guys.
Yeah. But I want to talk a little bit about the song, actually. So you used 3 different voices in the song. There was the regular singing voice, there was a very high, airy voice, and then there was rap Amber. You threw it all in there.
Yeah.
Why?
So the song we came across, and the producers and the writers were super awesome, and then I just kind of put my spin on things. It was never really intended for me to use purposely 3 different voices. I just have chest voice, there's falsetto, and then there's like rap. But I think it was just like the song to just kind of it just happened that way. So it's actually kind of interesting that you say there's 3 different voices. It's very natural for me just to sing here and then sing up here and then do this, So thank you. I'll take that as a compliment.
So I know everyone on Twitter has been blowing up about this collaboration with Jackson. They were really looking forward to it. Can you tell me a little bit about how that came along? Was it just like, hey, do this? Like, be on this? Or was it kind of like, oh, we're kind of vibing, you're the one?
I'm guilty of this with many of our friends, my friends that are actually in the audience too. It's never like, hey, so here's the business plan. Would you like to do? No, it's like, hey, song, I have it here. Can you sing this? Done. It's always been like that. So we have fun doing it. So I'm really. Oh, I thought you said something.
I was just looking with
I'm sorry. I'm nervous right now for some
Don't
reason.
be nervous. It's because you're all so close. You guys look very close.
Intimate setting. Thank you, guys. It was just like we would send each other like our ideas. I would hit him up and just be like, hey, this is what the story's about. He's a busy guy too, so most of our conversations were just very short text. But like I know he's gonna know what to do with stuff. And then when there was actually another version of his verse, and I was like, let's change it back to the other one. And then he'd be like, okay, I'll sing it this way. So there's a lot of back and forth of small details, but in the end, we just want to give each other the space to create freely and express ourselves.
Creativity and friendship.
Wait, is that an actual thing?
Oh, I don't know. I just made that up.
Oh.
Should we collab on a song
We should
together?
collab on something.
Wow, you get the first look. No.
Oh, yeah.
But so I know that song was about loving yourself and persevering. You have a song called I Love Somebody that's about loving no one and just being single forever, right? Just being single forever. Was that a way for you to endure and persevere? What happened there?
Do we have a clip of the song right now that we can play?
Oh yeah, can we play a clip of the song for I think it's track number 5. Let's give a little sample so everyone here knows what we're talking about.
When I'm next to you, I love somebody, but they'll never love me. When I'm around them, they can feel the same things. It's not their body, feel them spiritually. I love somebody, I love somebody. I love somebody. I love somebody.
So lonely.
Yeah.
So lonely.
It's so
What's
we
going
were like
on?
awkwardly on this like, yeah. I think it was so I was talking about this with my manager and I was like showing him the first draft of I Love Somebody, which was written by Enoch, who's also here with me, and our friend Naz and Mikey. And we at first it was a really slow song, and then my manager was like, how about speeding it up a bit? And I was like, yeah, times 2. And I thought about how about I'm always sad because I haven't had the greatest dating history, but it was how about we make a vibey song where we can just kind of make it a singles anthem. I'm just no one loves me and it's okay.
No one loves me, it's fine.
I'm so sad, but I'm
Wait,
dancing.
but everyone here loves Amber, right? So she's wrong, right?
Thanks.
So you're wrong. Okay.
But love is complicated, you know.
Yeah,
like,
love is
yeah, love is
complicated.
very complicated. So I just wrote that. I was just like, you know, I just want to say what's on my mind, and like, and it's like I love somebody, but they'll never love me. So
You know, but now that you've been sitting on this for a while, I think there's a question on everyone's mind. Are you ready to find love?
yes,
Ooh!
yes, yes,
Now elaborate. Elaborate.
yes.
Say it louder for the people in the back.
I always like. I think my view on relationships is just like it's always like it's a back and forth. It's like a compromise. It's like I call it riffing. You know, like so like I'm always transparent. Like these are my what I'm like looking for, and that's it. And what do you think? And then if that person's like no, then I'm like sad.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Yeah. I see. Well, you know, there's different types of love, and there's love for friends. And I had a lot of love for you as a friend when I shot Bad Decisions with you all night. Pulled an all-nighter. Yeah. Can you explain to me right now why aliens? Why were we aliens?
I don't know. Dre, I don't know if you're in the audience, but Dre over
Dre,
there.
you
Yeah,
here?
Dre, let's go.
Dre,
The
you
three
remember
aliens.
that? Prosthetics? Yeah, that was not easy. Yeah.
Shout out to Yuki and her team for making us looking out of this world. I don't know. I just kind of felt like I always feel like an outcast, like an alien. So I just was like, you know, I want to own that. You know, I want to be the coolest alien then. And then also, you know, sorry to our really good friend King Cass, who's always been the butt of every joke at every music video. But I just wanted to have fun, and it's always like not only like Bad Decisions, but Paradise as well. We have Trisha, Sam, and John vibing in the car with me, and the Neon from just like every video just always has my friends, and it's always nice because I'm always working, but I like never have the time to see you guys, but then having that video and like vibing with you guys on set is like you know, it means the world to me when I can look back on it. And it's like, you know, it's fun times.
Can I volunteer to be Trisha next time and just sleep in the entire music video?
Trisha, are you okay with that?
Trisha, I'm taking that job. You're in prosthetics next time. I'm the one sleeping. But since you've made some bad decisions, here's a hard one. Would you rather give up boba or hot Cheetos forever?
Wait.
You gotta give one up.
Wait, was this the one thing that you would not tell?
Yeah, I would not tell you. You gotta give it up. You gotta give it up right
But
now.
Why do I have to give it up?
For
Why?
entertainment.
For entertainment?
For our entertainment. Yeah, give one up right now. Boba or hot Cheetos right now. Right now.
Man, I know for some people that might not be a hard decision. It's very hard for me. Just one type of boba or all boba?
All boba. Anything that has tapioca balls, it's gotta go. You can no longer have any. Yeah,
Wait, that's really mean. Wait.
yeah, we're all about cruelty.
Sorry, hot Cheetos.
We have proof now. We're gonna show this to Hot Cheetos, and it's gone forever. No, I'm kidding. You've been banished.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Okay, so you know, let's talk a little bit about Amber's creative process. Since we're gonna bring it back to something that you actually want to talk about. Can you talk about creative processes through your music?
I think everything has usually stemmed from like I have a habit of if I have this line in my head, I would just write it down on my phone right away, and then I would just be like, I can make this into a song one day. And then if I go in the studio, I could just kind of go through my notes of like things I just wrote down over the past like however many days or weeks. Sometimes it's just like I would look through everything like, that's trash. And then I'll be all like, producer, so-and-so, drop a beat. And then we would just write something then and there. But it's also just like a back and forth of like stories that I've heard or like a conversation I had with a friend. So it stems from many things, or there's just no thought at all. And I just write a song.
Just nothing?
Just nothing, just write a song.
Like you drop a spoon down the staircase and you're like, that's a sick beat.
Like,
Wow.
Amber's next single, Spoon.
Dun, 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 dun,
And then the follow-up single is a Fork.
Forks.
And then knife.
Yeah, no forks given.
We were gonna have a hard time doing this today. We
very
tangent so
difficult.
much.
Yeah.
But like I think with like I love somebody, it was just what I was feeling. But I was like, I love somebody, but they'll never love me. And I was like, I feel this around them. They can't feel the same thing.
Same thing.
It just kind of like happens like that. And then when like I'm with another writer or producer, they'll be like, wait, I like that. And then I'm like, okay. So it's like studio sessions are also kind of therapy sessions. So it's always been a very sensitive and like vulnerable like mindset for me to be like, okay, I'm gonna go to the studio. My management knows not to bother me because they're just like, Amber's vibing right now. Yeah, but that's usually it. Like I did have like one song about I actually listened to it recently on my first album called Love Run, and that was about like Hachiko, the cute dog that like waited for its owner at the train station, and like yeah, that one. But it stems from a lot of things, and recently it's just more a bit about like I've been trying to be a little bit more spontaneous and in the moment. So yeah, I still have like hundreds of notes to go through, and it's
well, that means we're gonna get albums for days. So that's amazing. But you were talking a little bit about writing from your feelings, and I want to talk about lately. So before we start talking about it, let's play the track. Lately, I believe it's track.
'Cause lately it's been hard all alone on my own. Lately years to try, I don't wanna leave home. Lately everything is going so wrong. I'm not strong. Maybe I'm in and over my head, and it's hard getting out of bed. All these thoughts, they come through, and all I think of is you, I guess. Lately I'm not over you. Lately it's been hard all alone on my own. Lately years to try, I don't wanna leave home. Lately everything is going so wrong. I'm not strong, no. Maybe I'm in and over my head, and it's hard to get out of bed.
I know that this is a song that took a long time for you to write, and it holds a lot of meaning for you. So could you talk to us a little bit about it?
So yeah, this song is, I think listening to it even now, it kind of like hits a spot. And I remember when I was like going through mixes, it just always kind of hit. So I always kind of kept it under wraps, but I lost my friend, my best friend, when I was 18, who took his own life. And I think at that time, I just didn't really process it. I didn't, want to talk about it. As at that time, too, I was very busy with my group. And I realized, I think in the past couple of years, through like a lot of therapy and just self-digging, that, I really missed him. And how he's affected my life since he passed till even now. And he was like the person that basically told me, whatever happens with my career, always do what I love. Like, don't do things because you're gonna force yourself to. And I kind of, I just miss him a lot. And that song took maybe 2-3 years to write. It's not the most perfect lyrics, it's not the most perfect words to say, but it's just kind of what I wanted to tell him and like thank him for it, because I really wish I could be performing in front of him, and I think due to a lot of recent events as well, I think I want to talk about, like, you know, and bring awareness to more mental health. And I just want to let everybody know out there that if you're going through something, if you're struggling with something, you know, it's okay. It's okay to feel how you feel. I always want to be show thanks to my friends and everybody supporting me, and especially like last year was a bit hard for me, and the constant support from everybody just always kind of kept me going. You're good. You're good.
Hello, we're having a moment.
Hello, we're having a moment. But you know, like I feel like there's a lot of just negativity going on, a lot of just people just attacking each other online, and I just hope that, you know I can't solve everything, but I just wanted to hopefully be a voice of positivity, and just let people know out there that you're not alone, you're loved, and that, you know, if anything, I love you. So yeah.
You're absolutely right. I think it's really important that, you know, how you said you were afraid to speak out, you were afraid to tell your friends. And I think it's important for everyone who's listening to know that there's nothing for you to be ashamed of. You have every right to be sad. You have every right to feel the way that you're feeling. And if you have issues, you should talk to someone. And if you feel like you can't talk to your friends, you should reach out to someone professionally. Yeah. And there's no shame in going to that. I know people say mental illness and they make it seem so bad, but it's something that everyone goes through, and it's totally normal to seek help, you know?
Yeah, and that's something that I had to learn the past couple of years is it was okay to ask for help. And I know that a lot of my friends and my team had to deal with me, and I'm just always very thankful that they were patient with me, and that I was able to, like, for giving me that space to ask for help as well. So, love you guys. Thank you always. Yeah.
Well, Amber 老师, since
Yes.
we're on giving advice, can you give some advice about bad breakups? Yeah, so your song Done Thinking is about bad breakups.
Yeah.
Can you give everybody here some advice about bad breakups? Because I'm sure a lot of us have been through those.
I think the short answer is it gets better. It gets better. Done Thinking was actually written the day right after a breakup. And my really, really, really good friend and mentor, Jen Neo, features on it with me with our friend Alex. And I think with Jen, because he's like kind of seen me, like I landed my first song with him till now. Like, he's always been like a big brother. I go in the studio when I'm feeling really bad and I'm just like, Jen, I'm sad. He's like, let's write a song about it. Let's go. So he's always been a big brother in that way. And he's like, it's okay. Just what do you want to say? And I'm like, I'm sad. Okay, put in the song. Sing, put in the song. You're good.
Put your tears into lyrics.
Exactly.
Work those tears.
And Alex and I think living in Korea, like without our families, we bonded over skateboarding, late nights, and we did, I think if we what was that? Yeah, Ranting Monkey, that's what it's called. We did a show called Ranting Monkey. He was on one of the episodes. We talked about self-expression and having fun. And then I was like, dude, let's just do a song together. So we just kind of all got together, and Alex sent his verse over, and it just kind of became what it became. We have a little sneak peek of that song as well.
Ooh, cue the song.
I won't be done thinking about you. I never will be done thinking about you. Thinking what we used to be takes me to insanity. If I could hold you one more night, I won't be done thinking about you. I never will be done thinking about you. Thinking what we used to be takes me to insanity. If I could hold you one more night. All of the things I put you through, all the mistakes I made, I know I can undo. I can keep talking to these walls, and I've been here before. No, no, nothing makes sense without you here. Missing the taste of you, my dear. Do you still think of me the way I think of you? Or are you hurting like the way you hurt me do? I won't be done about you. I never will be done thinking about you. Thinking what we used to be takes me to insanity. If I could hold you one more night, one more night.
Got me sitting here, waiting to be ready. We could move on, but only if you let it. Bad start to a sad part. Careful where you step, cause the floor looking wet and I don't wanna fall in love again, a shot it. All the good times we can round it up, but all the bad times just keep counting up. Like 1, 2, 3 and it's over. Doesn't hurt any less that we're older. Games ain't fun if we ain't gonna switch. Funny how nobody heard if we don't ever trip. Baby, I'm done thinking, but you know you stuck with me like a tattoo. Low-key, I could've done it for you. Take a moment, go and let this sink in.
I won't be done thinking about you. I never will be done thinking about you. Thinking what we used to be takes me to insanity. If I could hold you one more night, I won't be done thinking about you. I never will be done thinking about you. Thinking what we used to be takes me to insanity. If I could hold you one more.
So dramatic.
Very dramatic. Yeah, so the funny thing about this song is that this song and Don't Dance are about the same person. And like Don't Dance has already been released, but like it's just like the like at this time I was so sad and I'm like, I won't be done.
Yeah, you weren't salty, you were marinating. You were marinating in there for a while.
Yeah, and then when Don't Dance is like, get up out my face, I'm not the person that you knew. All you want is my money. And it's like,
Oh, wow.
So like it's just like, you know, things get better. You move on and it hurts and that's okay. So,
Yeah, it seems like there was a lot of, there was some betrayal and there
yeah,
was a lot of, there was money stolen. There was what?
Yeah.
There's, if you want to give free money away, you have my Venmo.
oh, hold on, let me go get my phone.
Yeah, go grab your phone right now. Don't give it to toxic people. But
Yeah.
I think this calls for a little bit of a story time.
Story time.
A story time, a little tea time. I'm going to spill a little tea now
Yes.
about this person. You wrote, there's 2 songs.
Yeah, so Don't Dance, like, it's a fun song. I had a lot, Ed and Peter, who are in the audience, and Banana, if you're here, wrote it with me, and we were just like I wanted to like write something that was just like in your face, like, I don't know if this makes any sense, but like, and I was just tired of it because, I think with all the people that were bad that I ran into, I just was like, people think I'm just like this, there's an inside joke that a lot of my fans have that I'm cute and cuddly, and that's not true at all. I'm not cute and cuddly. That doesn't exist. I'm Diva Amber.
Diva Llama.
Diva Llama, yes. But like, ew, can you not? Like, inspired by my sister because we grew up in the valley. But yeah, I got to a point where people were using me and taking advantage of me, my ex being one of them and many other people. And I almost went broke a couple years ago. So, and I was eating like, the microwavable rice bowls. I was eat like 1/2 in the morning, 1/2 at night, and I had like sriracha on it. And it's like, it was a humbling experience. I definitely very careful now. And it was just kind of like, I needed to learn to stand up for myself, and just like, that wasn't cool. Okay, you're out of my life. So, but I'm good now. I'm very good now. So, woo! Thank you.
Take that, scammer.
I'm adulting independently now. Yes, thank you. But it's kind of like, I think during that time, it's just like, now looking back, like, wow, I had to really, if it wasn't for that time, I wouldn't have learned the things that I know now. And again, adulting, very much of a headache. But I'm just happy to, like, I'm enjoying what I'm doing now. And I'm, like, having fun with music. I'm collaborating with my friends and just writing about, you know, sad things, happy things, like, whatever. And I have the freedom to do that now. So, yeah, it's been a hell of a ride.
Well, at least you have real friends now who
Yes,
will not be taking money from you unless you want to put it inside their Venmo account, then that's up to you. But, you know, speaking of friends, there's a lot of friends here tonight, right? A lot of friends here came to support. Yeah. And that's everybody. That's everybody in the room. Everyone's Amber's friend. Everyone in this room is friends. So we're going to open the room for some audience questions now. Can we put those lights up so we can see everybody? We're gonna stare at you guys. So dark. Yeah, we're gonna stare at you guys now. Ooh, the tables have turned. Yeah. So if you would like to ask Amber a question, please raise your hand, and then respectful questions only. If there's anything inappropriate, I will throw this mic. It will fly very far. So please let me know. Raise your hand. Don't be shy. There's a lot of shy people in this room. Don't be shy. In the pink.
Oh, no. I've been recommended it like a billion times, but I have not had time
Wait, you
to
haven't seen Jujutsu Kaisen?
Oh, no, I've totally seen it. What are you talking about? Yes, I've
the
totally
exit's
seen it.
actually that way. You can see yourself out. The exit's that way.
I'm rewatching Demon Slayer right now, so slowly. I feel like I've had this thing where when I was younger, man, I could like not sleep for days. I don't recommend this for any people who are young.
Disclaimer.
I would just like go on for days and days and days without just like sleeping and just working. But now it's like, dude, when it hits 12, bro, I'm like, I want to go home. Give me a pillow and a blankie.
Yo, that's me at like 11 p.m. Man, I don't know how we used to go outside back in the day. At 11 p.m., my back is hurting. My eyes are closing.
When someone brings up clubbing, I'm like, wait, my back hurts.
Yeah, I go to the health club. It's called the gym. I go to the health club. Go to the gym. Yeah.
Have you seen those like silent discos? I saw one for the first time. They look fun.
I've actually experienced a silent disco before, and it was very interesting because you take your headphones off and you're like, what is going on?
I know, right? It's so cool.
Yeah, like I'm like this, and then Amber's like, you know, and it looks wild, but it looks like a lot of fun. But yeah, so Jujutsu Kaisen, I guess go watch it.
Okay.
Yeah, like tonight.
I shall. Thanks, baby bro.
All right. Another one. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, say your question and your name.
My name too?
Yes, we gotta know your name too.
If not, you can give a name.
Yeah, you don't have to give, you could give a fake name.
Yeah, I don't have a name.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that in the studio sessions, it's like therapy, very close, safe space. So what do you look for when you're looking to start working with someone outside of your team? Like what do you look for in a collaborator? What do you look for in a producer, songwriter?
I think it always just starts off with like, you know, hi, what do you do? Like, oh, well, like, what have you done? So, like, the first, like, 20 minutes is usually just us vibing and talking about stuff. And then kind of, like, usually if it's a session for me, because we sometimes do sessions for, like, just no specific artist, we just kind of, like, what are you feeling right now? So that's usually something that I like asking my producers is, like, what are you feeling right now? Or, like, if they had to be, like, what were you thinking? And it becomes this, like, oh, I was, like, thinking about this. And then, so it's literally just like it's such a generic answer, but really just vibes. And then like usually if I'm like the center of that session, I would just basically kind of talk about what I've been feeling at that time and like what music I've been listening to, or my goals. And you know, there have been sessions that have gone south, like, but it's never like anything hostile. It's just more like we just kind of like keep like butting heads. It's a lot of communication. So it's never like everybody has their own creative process. Some people are all like, I don't like that melody, but then I'm like, oh, but it's so good. Please, can I just have it? But sometimes I've seen fights in literal sense. It's kind of scary.
Well, like you break a stick in half?
No. Like,
okay.
no, like, oh, dude, there was one session, like, this is years ago. the producer and another. So I was the writer, another writer, and there's a producer, and they were just full on arguing, and I'm all like, over like a 4 count, like. Yeah, like it's like you want to put your ideas in, so it's also just to like, if people are really adamant, sometimes I would just like let them have it, because sometimes like maybe their idea is right, and then there's always like another session that you can do. So what I've been doing, like in a more efficient way that I've been experimenting with these days with some of my writers and producers, is that we just write ideas. We never finish it, because what always happens is that we always want changes. So
That's
like
why I got 20 takes of that one song.
Yeah. Oh, that was just the mix. You should see before the mix how many versions of that there were. So we just decided, like, since we know ourselves, and understanding yourself creatively is actually very important too. But it's just very much like, sometimes like I think Lately was a song that took me 2 years to write, and I had like 5 different versions, never placed it on like any like instrumental or anything. It was just like words over and over again, and I just kept crossing it out, and then just like deleting notes and then restarting it. And I think it just but it also has to be somewhat intuition as well, and you just feel it, because that's your story, and you got to be proud of that.
Oh. Hi. What's your name and question? Hi, Jordan.
What's up, Jordan?
I was wondering, do you prefer like more intimate settings like this, or performing in front of bigger crowds? And if it's like both, like what's your favorite thing?
I'm an introvert with extroverted tendencies. So there are times where I do love the big crowd, but not too big. Because like I do love feeling the energy that helps me like get hyped up too. So like this is really nice. We chilling, we vibing, just and but there have been times where I kind of felt like, oh, I would love to like be in huge like big stadiums and all these things, but it's like I do also miss that intimacy. So it's like having that balance of both would be ideal in the future. Yeah.
I heard that it's actually scarier to perform in front of a smaller crowd. Is that true or
Yes,
false? I
very
hear that
much.
from a lot of people.
Because I don't know, I feel energy, like I feel everybody here.
Yeah, she's feeling you.
I'm feeling.
That's weird. That was weird.
That was weird. Erase that from your memory. That did not happen. But it's just kind of like, especially with these intimate settings, it's like also like you get a more intimate conversation. I remember there was this, I think I was playing a show in Philly, and that was like a crowd of like maybe 200-300-ish, and it was so intense because everybody was so in front, but we're all like, ah! And then they're like, ah! So it definitely differs from crowd to crowd, but intimate's always nice. Plus, you kind of like get more personal. You can ask questions. So
Oh, that's true. And then you can see everyone's faces.
yeah.
Yeah, we're like staring at all of you.
Yeah.
And I think we have time for one last question. Oh, yes.
Oh, thank you. Oh yes.
Okay, yes.
Yeah. I think number one, like why, like understanding why I'm uncomfortable with this is number one. I think it's always like I psych myself out first because it is new. Also, like with the pace at things move, sometimes it's super fast, and I'm like, I cannot get this done. So, but definitely learning how to be patient with yourself is huge. It's a very textbook answer, but it's like learning what it means to be patient with yourself is number one. But number two, like it's kind of like finding, like if you focus on something and find only the negatives and what you hate about it and focus on being uncomfortable, you're always going to be uncomfortable with it. So it's kind of like, but if I were to take it and put like, okay, video editing. At first, I hated it. Oh, so annoying. But I had to do it because I wanted to make videos. And like I also had to learn production. I hate production. Oh my gosh, like going through spreadsheets, it's not fun. yeah, very much ew. But it's like kind of, well, what can I like about it? And trying to find that and trying to amplify, because kind of just tricking yourself into liking it is also, you're still gonna hate it, but it's easier. And on top of that, like asking for help is always a big thing. I remember like there's sometimes when I'm singing and there's like a note I can't hit, or like this one range that I'm like super uncomfortable with, but then like I think the encouragement from my friends and also like pushing myself, like, okay, am I just scared to sing it because I don't think it's gonna be like good right when I sing it is the issue. So it's a lot of all that combined and just being like, you know what? I like singing. It's like karaoke and the music starts and you're like singing Love on Top by Beyonce, and then you're getting to the end, you're like, ah, crap. I dug myself in this grave and I can't get out now. But it's like, but you're having fun at karaoke, so just screw it, have fun. So it's kind of like creating healthy habits while you're in and that like takes practice too. So it's like, yeah, creating these healthy habits for myself for things that I don't like actually helps me see the positive in things. Yes. Oh.
Pantene, like the
Pantene?
shampoo?
Hi. Yeah, sure. Yes.
Pantene with the great hair says that she loves you.
You might know Pantene from the TV commercials, right, Jackson? You know? Okay, cool. Yeah. She loves you. Cool.
Well, I actually have a very last question for you.
Yes.
I get the last question. Yeah. So now that you've gone through all these experiences, you've learned a lot, obviously. If you could go back in time to teenage Amber, what advice would you give her?
One day at a time. One day at a time. Yeah, I think that's something that I'm always anxious about the future. I'm always panicking about something that I don't need to do now, but I probably will do in like 10 hours, but I'm like panicking about it now and I can't finish the thing that I need to do now. So it's just kind of like my mentor told me this. It's one day at a time, and if that's too hard, 1 hour at a time. If that's hard, minute by minute. And that's okay. Just take it slowly, and it's going to be okay.
It'll get easier?
I see what you did there.
Well, speaking of easier, I heard that you're going to do a live performance.
Oh.
Is that what I heard?
Yee.
Yeah. Okay, all right. Now we got to get up there so you can do this live performance.
It's been a while, so I decided to invite my cool friends Enoch and Mikey from Fike.
Woo!
And we're going to perform some songs for you guys since it's been a while since I performed here. So, hope you guys enjoy. Thank you for having me.
All right,